and that is the beginning of our cauldron top. So pull up a loop, cut your yarn and stitch in your ends. And I'll meet back up with you for the next part. So here we are, I've just stitched in my ends, as you can see. You want to make sure that you keep this the correct way up. So you just want to create a slip knot. You want to grab your previous part, find that last stitch that you slip stitched into and put your hook through it. Attach your black yarn. I like to attach it with a little slip knot through. You don't want to do as I've done, pull your knot through. And then what you want to do here is a single crochet into that stitch. So yarn over, pull through and pull through two. And you're going to do this to every stitch around. So yarn over, pull through two. Go through, yarn over, pull through and pull through two. Go through, yarn over, pull through and pull through two. And you're just going to repeat that all the way around again until you reach the top, where you just want to slip stitch in to that beginning stitch. There we go. And here all you're going to do is pull up a loop, cut your yarn and stitch in those ends. You want to take a bit of yarn now, your black yarn, attach it to your needle, and all we're going to do is stitch that to our cauldron body. Sort of line it up where you want it, where you feel it looks best. I have it about one stitch away from the handle to the edge corner of the brim top. And all I do is I go through the stitches as I go around, and you do need to keep sort of rearranging it as you go, pulling out to where you want to be. And when you get to the corner, you want to sort of flip it over, and what I like to do is just start stitching into the back. And here we are. just go into those back loops as the top of the brim does go over the edge slightly of the main body. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, just making sure that you don't have this going through the green crochet on the front. And this can be a little bit fiddly at times. When you get to the end, all I like to do is bring that yarn through to the back, tie those two ends together and then stitch them in. And you can just sort of pull this around to pull it into shape, but I will show you what to do next from here. So there we go, there we have our cauldron body. And you just want to stitch your ends in. So one thing I like to do is I like to take a little bit of white yarn. This is a little bit of scrap that I had laying about. What you need to do is you take that and you can create a little star. It just adds a little something, I feel. So you take your yarn through and then you can find a spot, however big you want to make it, take it back through, create a cross. You want to make sure that you're hooking your yarn onto something, otherwise it can just pull right back to where you were. So create a little cross and then a little X over the top of that. You don't want to pull this too tightly, otherwise you will just, your yarn will turn to nothing, it will disappear. There's me losing the plot a little bit. Let's pull that through. Sorry, this is a bit out of focus. Here we go. There we are. And that creates a nice little star that adds a little something else to that main body. All you want to do is tie those two together at the back, and you can either stitch your ends in or you can just cut them, as the next step will keep them in place. So what you want to do is you want to block them. So I've got this little mat. This is from a kids play mat, and you want that, and you want some pins. I use these really small pins. I just take some PVA glue and a paintbrush. Ooh, this is getting a little bit out of focus. And you want to take your crochet item. I do quite a lot of these at the same time. What you want to do is pop it up in the corner or wherever you want it. Take your pins and just pin it into place. And what you can do is you can pin it so that it pulls it out. It pulls it into the shape that you want it. So I like to pull up the little handles here and pull the feet out and sort of pull the shape of the cauldron how you want it. You don't need to be 100% perfect, but so that it has the shape you want. And then you take your PVA and you coat the back of it. And you don't want to push the PVA down, you just want to give it a sort of a light coating on the back. Otherwise the glue will bleed through into the front. And what this does is it stiffens the work so it doesn't curl up. It holds its shape better. I like to put a little bit onto the legs. And here we are, this is the final piece. Once the glue dries, obviously it goes clearer. And these are pieces I've made before. These were with a Karen cake yarn, so they're slightly different to the DK that I've been using. But there we are, you get a little sneak peek of the hat that I will be showing you in the next video. And there we have it, that is the end of this tutorial. Please do subscribe for more. Stay tuned for the next tutorial, where I will be showing you how to create the witch's hat. Please leave a like and a comment below. If you have any questions, do ask me. I will do my best to answer. I hope you will have a lovely day. See you all next time, and bye bye!